Sahur. I'm doing something. I don't even know what I'm doing. Right. So today, right. Today I'm gonna try to understand emotions. Right. I thought I understood what emotions are. They're just feelings. You know, they come and go. One time they're good. One time they're bad. One time they're happy. One time they're sad. Damn, that rhymed. Sign me up to a rap battle. Cause I'm just like that. You feel me? I'm just like that. All experience emotions unless you have some like disorder that doesn't allow you to experience emotions. Then that's different. I pray for you. If you have that disorder where you can't experience emotion, I pray for you. Yes, sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low, sometimes they're mid, but emotions are a very important role. And that is my job today, is to understand how they work. Just get a bit of an idea. So I found this short YouTube video to help me understand. It's called Emotions on the Brain by Santis. I'll link it down below. But let's start.
When we hear the word
All right.
emotion, most of us think of love, hate,
Mhm.
happiness, or fear. Those
Right. That's exactly what I said. You feel good, you feel mad, you feel happy, you feel afraid, fear, sadness. It's a mix of stuff. It's emotions, right?
strong feelings we experience throughout life.
Right.
Our emotions are the driving force behind many of our behaviors, helpful and unhelpful.
Yes, emotions are the driving force behind our behavior. A lot of people base their actions on their emotions and how they feel. How they feel sometimes dictates how they act, especially with women. A lot of women tend to go on how they feel, right? Because a lot of times I hear a lot of men say, "Oh, I think it's like this, I think it's like that." And then you hear women say, "Oh, I feel like this and I feel like that." Men are like that too. Don't think it's just like, one sided thing. It happens on both sides.
Just where do our emotions come from?
Right. Where do they come
Our
from?
brain is
Of course,
wired
the
to
brain.
look for threats or rewards.
Okay.
If one is detected, the feeling region of the brain alerts us through the release of chemical messages.
Dopamine?
Emotions are the effect of these chemical messages traveling from our brain through the body. When our brain detects a potential threat, our brain releases the stress hormones adrenaline and cortisol, which prepare us for a fight or flight response. When we detect or experience something rewarding, such as someone doing something nice for you, our brain releases dopamine, oxytocin, or serotonin. These are the chemicals that make us feel good and motivate us to continue on the task or behavior.
So emotions play a part of that too. I never knew that. So emotions play a part of how you feel like internally and also how your body reacts and behaves to certain situations. So like if you're getting a fight, the emotion of fear kicks in, which allows adrenaline to kick in as well. And then if the emotion is good, it releases dopamine to the body, which allows the body to feel relaxed, at ease, and feel good. All that from emotion. Interesting.
In these instances,
Interesting.
the feeling region of the brain kicks in before the thinking part.
So you feel before you think. So I was right. You feel before you think because feeling leads to the thought. And how you think stems from how you feel and how your emotions are during that time. That's why people say it's always good to control your emotions because it'll affect the way you think.
Sometimes the reactions of the feeling brain are so strong that it dominates our behaviors and we're unable to
right.
think rationally in the moment. Our emotions hijack our brain.
Ooh, nah, that's a strong word. Our emotions hijack our brain. So our brain is like the plane. It's flying, it's soaring, right? And then there's a hijacker inside your brain, which is an emotion, but not all emotions. So think of emotions. So think of the brain as like the plane, and the emotions are the passengers. Depending on which passenger gets up, speaks, yells, hijacks, depending on which passenger you're allowed to get up or they just get up on their own, that's how the plane will go. Whether it'll land, explode, steer off to a different location. I guess that's how emotions work too.
While many of our
Interesting.
emotional responses
Interesting.
happen subconsciously, our thinking can influence our emotions, and sometimes this can be unhelpful.
Wait, our thinking. So how we think also dictates how we feel and how our emotions are, but it could be unhelpful.
Just thinking about something threatening can trigger an emotional response.
Just by thinking about it? So if I think I'm in a unicorn land full of candy and lollipop, am I gonna taste candy and lollipop? I'm thinking of a unicorn land with candy and lollipop. Unicorn land, candy, lollipop. Wait, hold up. Think. That's cap. I don't feel it.
This is where we can manage our emotions
feel it.
with conscious thinking. Our emotions play a powerful role in the way we experience the world. Understanding and regulating our emotions through our thoughts and behaviors can help us take greater control of our brain and achieve our goals.
So what I'm understanding is there's got to be a balance between emotions and thinking. They got to work together. But sometimes the logical just needs to win at some moments, because sometimes the feelings are just a bit too strong that they will make you veer off the path. So there's got to be a good balance. So always keep a balance. That was a helpful video. I guess a thumbs up. I like this video. So just, keep your emotions and your thoughts, leveled. And sometimes make the logical thought win over the emotion. From time to time, depending on your situation. You always got to read the room as well. Just like the adrenaline, emotions could be helpful when it comes to like fear and anxiety, right? That fight or flight situation. That's when emotions come in. It gives you that rush of dopamine and energy. Or like if you're in a dark alley, you get this emotion that somebody's watching you. So like your senses just spike. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you use emotions to your advantage. So use emotions to your advantage. At the same time, don't ignore them. A lot of people tend to ignore their emotions and be like, oh, I'm heartless. Oh, I don't want to feel blah, 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 blah. But emotions are very important. Use them to your advantage. Depending on the situation, read the room, read yourself, read your heart, read your mind, and use emotions with your thought together to come up with the best solution to the situation. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think. Much love.